Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. I want to say double honor to our apostles, who are elders who rule well. Also, blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. This is a lesson that, as you see in post-production, it says, peace has caused you your strength. Victory has defeated you. This is a quote, of course, from the Dark Knight, and it's pretty much, Salaka, and this is GMS SNE, self-evaluation, and we're just having a conversation about, when you win and you start doing good, that'll cause you to relax, but you got to have that goal spirit. And one thing that can help, that is extremely helpful, I would say, is to set your goals higher than you could ever accomplish. When you set your goals so high, to the point that it's impossible to reach, if you get halfway there, then that's a great thing. So if you let's relate it to money. For example, if you set your goals to make $1 billion and you work towards that goal to your best abilities, you got to make at least $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same concept within this truth, going towards pushing towards the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about discipline that's relative is consistency. Consistency is very synonymous with discipline. As a disciple, you got to consistently go out, hit the highways, really be an understudy and learning. You got to constantly be there. You got to constantly be, there's no avenue of a disciple that has nothing to do with consistency. Everything revolves around that. Now I want to read a couple quotes dealing with the word in itself of consistency. All right, I'm gonna give you four that it's tons of them, but I'll give you four just off the bat. All right, from Jim Rohn, it says discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Because we set our hearts out to do a lot of things in this world, and we want to accomplish, and be successful. Even though, it's, a nigga, was a nigga, Nipsey Hussle said, success is when preparation meets opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So with this truth, what's our success? It's salvation. What is preparation? Rehearsing the righteous acts constantly, every single day, every single moment. All right, whatever the Lord has your spirit to work on, you're constantly doing that every single day, every single moment. Not just waiting on that special, magical moment, or as the scriptures say, go not in the way that thou wouldest fall, putting yourself in a situation to fail. And most of the time we do that is when you get comfortable. That like Roberto Duran, when you beat Sugar Ray Leonard, he got comfortable. Victory has made you weak. Right? And no diss to Durant, because Durant was a ferocious fighter. But you can see how much victory can do to you. You know what I'm saying? And peace can do to you. All that money and all that can do to you. It can make you chill. Even within the ministry, because this subject is prevalent to the ministry and subject to the ministry in particular, you may do something good. You may be charitable. You may be working on your charity and you do it. That's just because you accomplish it one time, that's not the end all be all. You got to be consistent. It got to be a part of your DNA. That's when it's an honorable thing. Okay. So next up, I want to get the next quote from Lao Tzu. It says, if you wish to be out front, then act as if you were behind. You know what I'm saying? And that's that, putting your standards up out of your reach and then you can go for it, pretty much. The next one from Lou Holtz says, winners embrace hard work. They love the discipline of it. The trade-off they're making to win. Losers, on the other hand, see it as a punishment. And that's the difference. You know, this truth is all about hard work. So when you win, that is not a thing of comfort. You should be looking for the next opportunity and the next opportunity and the next opportunity until we up out of here. Because again, you should set the standard is salvation. You know, you want to overcome the world. Everything that Satan produces, you want to win every battle. It shouldn't be like you do something and then you win and then Satan attack you and be like, dang, Lord, why it just keep happening? Now, this is another opportunity to prove your glory. This is another opportunity to prove why he chose us. Another opportunity to prove why we deserve salvation. You know, I'm going to read this last one. We're going to get into some precepts. It says, the price of excellence is discipline. The cost of mediocrity is disappointment, by William Arthur Ward. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to be mediocre. But Jake puts out a mediocre energy, you know, and that goes into, you know, I might name this lesson, you get out what you put in. You know what I'm saying? And one victory is not going to cut it. You making Kool-Aid, 1 spoon of sugar ain't going to cut it. You may sweeten it up a little bit, but not up to its amount. You know, I had a situation for me in particular when I was fighting and I was running, or I thought I was running, and I sparred, and my coach didn't see me. He never seen me run throughout the week, and he asked me, did you run? You know what I'm saying? He asked me how much I run. And then I said, 1. He said, 1 mile a day? I said, no, 1 time a week. He said, that ain't going to cut it, right? All right, I learned that lesson. And I went back, and I was running every day. All right? And then I sparred again, and then he came up to me and said, you need to run more. Granted, I was running more, but and the nigga in me or the flesh in me pretty much said, man, I am running. He don't know what he's talking about. I'm just going to keep doing this. Okay? Then Salakia, I don't know what's going on. Salakia, I don't know if it cut off or not. So, but yeah, but the spirit was like, yo, he sees something that you don't see, and the Most High sees something in us that we don't see, and we got to see that in ourselves. That self-discipline, you really got to put a standard up for yourself, man, beyond what you think you can do, and you try your best to achieve it, and you achieve things that you never thought you could within this ministry, without the ministry, waking up, doing things that you never thought you can do, man. It's all based off the standard that you set for yourself. All right? Our souls, our desires are within us. And the Lord ain't put, there's Satan's desires and there's the Lord's desires. And Satan, the Lord's desires are in us. And who says we can't accomplish it? It just got to be done all right. Okay? So let's get into some scriptures. Sirach chapter 43 and 30 says, when you glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough. You see, like, this is an endless battle. As Bruce Lee said, a black belt is only good for holding your pants up. Meaning there's no cap to. Within the martial arts world, he's saying there's no cap to it. You can constantly learn and constantly improve. When you get that black belt, some people may say, okay, it is done. I'm finished. I did it. You know what I'm saying? Even the scriptures tell you, say not that I have enough goods. Let me see. Try to see if I can find it. Yeah, I can't find it. I don't want to prolong it, but the scriptures say, set not thy eyes upon our goods and say, I have enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get up and go. But you shouldn't, of course, now it's a balance. You don't be greedy, okay? Because scripture said don't be insatiable upon meat. So don't try to consume more than you need. You know where you're supposed to be. You're not going to try to be king of the world or start another GMS. No, but you want to be a great prophet. You want to be efficient. You know, if you're a woman, you want to be a great prophetess. There's so many opportunities for all of us to do. You can study Hebrew, study your history. You can make your own garments. You could do tons of things, to the point you shouldn't be like, okay, because we was actually talking about sleeping in. You know what I'm saying? To the point when you wake up in the morning, you got too much to do to even sleep. You know, and you can get so much accomplished in the time frame. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord's providing us with opportunities every day we wake up, man. All right. So let's go to the next scripture. Galatians 6:7 says, be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap everlasting life. So this is particularly and specifically going over what you invest in, what you invest your time and effort in. So if you're investing in the world, then the world's going to decay, it's going to be destroyed, this world's going to pass away. If you invest in your time and effort into the spirit, that's everlasting life. All right. Now we're talking about the mentality of sowing and reaping what you sow. You know, as I read in a quote from Lou Holtz, winners embrace hard work. They love the discipline of it, the trade-off they're making to win. Losers, on the other hand, see it as a punishment, and that's the difference. Okay? So you don't want to be that person to see it as a punishment. So going back to Galatians 6 and 9, it says, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. All right. So you shouldn't get tired of doing well. And for me personally, the things I want to work on in the spirit, I work on it in the truth, and then I take it to the world too. You know what I'm saying? If it's me getting up early, being on time for camp, I try to be on time in everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me, the consistency will make it muscle memory. You know, as I've said before, it takes 1,000 reps for something to become a habit, and it takes about 10,000 reps for it to become pretty much a reflex. Okay. Says Baruch chapter 4:28 says, for as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. You see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as Deadpool says, maximum effort. Maximum effort. And maximum effort is not, you got to set a standard past what your mind thinks to give out maximum effort, man. You know, you got to push yourself beyond your limit, not with greed, but with the idea in mind to exalt the Most High as much as you can, man. You know, so I just wanted to put this lesson out. I thought it was a good, you know, me and a younger brother had a conversation, and I thought it was a good conversation that I could share with the flock, you know, or those who want to be edified or willing to be edified, and their spirits is open to be edified. So with that being said, I want to say call halal to Yahweh by Shemi Yahushai, by our call Kadash, double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth sincerity. Shalom.